1, 2, 3 on the business, whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I wrote it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On first down, Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Mack. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
21. Switch.
Looking to run with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The Dolphins
31 yards there and a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Garoppolo on first down. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
3 plays and
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run with Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch it. 21.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here we go. Get up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A big gain on the play.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 41-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Jakeem Grant. It's a pickup of 6.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Made back at the 44-yard.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Washington. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They run the draw play with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Breida, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 65. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Number 22.
Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Ebron caught left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. Black 80! We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 12.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Powerful running. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Brings up 3rd down.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
56. Mike 56. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 56.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Fourth down.
Tua on fourth down, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They run it with Breida. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
One, Omaha. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got him in. Complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At the 25-yard line, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd down, Tua. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Parker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, gun. Hey, alert. Hey, watch your leg. Mike 35. You must be dreaming.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80! 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Dolphins 20.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week.